Okay, so we're just going to have a bit of a chat about the 4 steps of nonviolent communication, and
Otherwise known as compassionate communication.
the first step is
Observations versus evaluations. So this is a foundational step in the sense that if we're unclear about what we're looking at, it can then lead to a lot of confusion around and conflict with communication. So that's why it's important to get some clarity around what's actually going on here versus what we think is going on. It's so easy to make assumptions, isn't it, with relationships and dynamics and yeah.
yeah, and so much around interpreting what's happening.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and it's not wrong. So this is what I've loved in this process, is learning that it's not wrong. It's human to have judgments and to make assumptions, and that's what our brain does, is it predicts the future based on the past. But what's helpful is to be discerning of like, oh, maybe this is an evaluation or an assumption or a judgment or interpretation. What's actually here?
Yeah.
So what might be an example of that? Like the dishes.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
So it might be, oh, God, Alistair, you haven't done the dishes again. So my judgments might be that he's lazy, or,
all of which might be okay. Just saying.
So I can go, all right, hello to all of those voices and thoughts in my head, and the reactivity, like that's relevant. And I can also go, and what's here? Right. Yeah. What's here are some dishes in the sink.
Yeah.
And maybe my fatigue or tiredness. Or perhaps disappointment, or so just clearly what the situation is, separating it or unblending it from the reactions about it.
Yeah.
Would that be?
Yeah, I think that'd be really helpful. I'd like to be communicated in that way. So like if I'm receiving a communication about the dishes, then maybe I have left them on the sink unwashed or undried or whatever, then it would support me to just have you describe what you're seeing rather than what you think about me because I've done that. Right? Opens up a whole sense of willingness then to continue the conversation or to understand more about what's happening for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So using that as the starting point rather than the continuation of perhaps tensions that are already there from previous experience. It's just like noticing the dishes in the sink.
Yeah. And I guess that's in the experience of communicating in this way, it is really about being able to sort of take a little step back from, this is my experience anyway, like take a little step back from the way the thoughts can just tumble towards evaluation and interpreting what's happening and going, okay, what if I just pull back a little bit from that and just go, okay, so let me be curious about what's actually going on here that I can articulate clearly. And sometimes that's not easy.
No, it's not, particularly when there's a lot going on, and if there's a whole context of things that have built up to that point. But then also that's a way, it's like the grounding stage of, can I just stand on the ground that I'm on right now?
Yeah.
And be with what's here.
Yeah.
Not what's gone before, but just what's right here, right now.
Yeah. And I think in any kind of dialogue that's going on, sometimes at least if we can agree on what's actually happened, then we've already got a little bit of a bridge between us around how to move forward with that. Yeah.
And that's not where we want to get stuck either, is it?
No.
Because then people can go into arguing about what happened and what didn't happen.
That's right. So, yes, so then we've got other processes in NVC, nonviolent communication, that allow us to drop beneath that level and not get stuck there in the right and wrong, who said what and all that.
Yeah, so we just try and use it as a starting point.
Yeah.
Even if it's just internally. right? We don't always have to sort of start with the objective reality of when I see the dishes in the sink. It might just be, right, I'm not going to also be thinking about all the, talking about all the other things that I think you haven't done. Or, as an example, like couples often, or housemates, the tensions are around people's living habits. And okay. So then that's step one.
Yeah. We've pretty much covered that, haven't we? Got all the bones of it anyway.
Yeah.